Hello, lovely people. Welcome to the Geek of It. I am Penge, and Saturday night means Epic Tavern. Of course, here we are, or whatever we decided to call our tavern in the end, because we've gone past Epic. I know what we decided. Legendary, Epic, Super Mega Epic, I don't know, whatever. The Geek of It, here we go. So we have all of our people back. Now, Bartholomew is a bit ill. I can't quite remember why. Was he the one that got crushed by rocks in the last one? So, yes, he's in the infirmary recovering, but we do still have 12 people. So that does mean we can go out and do 3 quests, all fully sort of stocked. So why not just go and do that right now? Here we go. So let's pick some of these. Now, we do have a lot of quests, and some of them are the Christmas quests, which I realise now as we're watching this, Christmas was probably like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or whatever now. So we do need to start working through these, but we have an awful lot of quests. However, I do want to finish the ones that we've now started. So I want to finish these 3. Ixie is gone. References, which is to do with the feuding merchants, and then Murder Most Foul, which is the investigating the brutal murder of our chef, which is all very sad. So the 3 different requirements. So that one is social, that one is combat, and that one is mind. So we should be able to work out 3 fairly good teams to go and do this, and hopefully close some of these quests off, and then start working on some of these other ones, which will be jolly exciting. Yeah, we might do some of the Christmas ones. So references. Social one, this is us trying to start a bit of a feud between 2 merchants. With the mediator waylaid, a formal duel challenge has been issued by Hecklestump, but rich fops killing each other and of no interest to Horatio unless he's involved. He needs someone to plant the idea in Hecklestump's head. Okay, so that's presumably us. Now, combat expertise is interesting. Does anybody have that? Oh, yes, right, Grunton has some of that, apparently. Does that just mean like a skill in a weapon or something? Just a generic expertise? I don't know. Right, well, there we go. You'll do. Grunton can go with you guys, and then we'll send Brazen. That should be pretty much enough. 75 versus 15. So that's okay. So let's send one of the new bods. Let's send Mindy to go along, and then we'll see who else we can have after. So catching Ixie needs fighty people. So let's have... who's good at fighting? Oh, no, see, annoyingly, he's good at fighting, isn't he? The one who's in the hospital is quite good at fighting. He's quite good. Not as good as I thought, actually. I may need to up his fighting abilities a little bit. Who can we have? Well, let's have Uloth, because Uloth will help. What's the other one? It's not survival, is it? No, it is a mind one, so I want to make sure we've got some mind people around. Let's put Brom in that group. Let's have combat and fitness. Ooh, do you have fitness? Drusilla, have you got fitness? Someone has. Yes, there, you'll do. Join the party, so that gives us a nice boost. Right, and then scene of the crime. Let's have people with mind. So Norman the thief can go along. Crawford can go along just to boost some of the numbers. We could do with a combat person for that one. Murgle can go to, again, increase the mind value. Okay, so we've got 3 squads that are probably capable of doing it all on their own. Let's just throw in another person on each one, because we've only got... Or do we do another... No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Whenever I've split them up before, it's all gone a bit wrong. It's all gone a little bit wrong. If I do 4 quests with 3 people in each, it's something bound to go wrong. They're all going to get injured or hurt or killed or something terrible. So let's have a look. So you guys, so you need someone with mind. If you come across a mind thing on the way, you're going to be struggling. So who has a decent mind skill that remains? Dugarim, you'll do. Splendid. There we go. Catching Ixie, you guys could do with someone with mind as well. So let's send Emilia with you lot, which means that scene of the crime, you're going to be joined by Gujarek, which is probably good because he had a bit of combat fighty skills. There we go. That's 3 fairly balanced teams. I think we're done, aren't we? Yeah, okay. 270 gold outlay to send them out. There we go. I always wonder what that's for. I'm going to assume it's for provisions and stuff to send them out with, and, tents or whatever they are. I don't know, what do they camp in? I have no idea. But yeah, I assume that's just the provisions and stuff to keep them going while they're on the road. I'm going to assume, because they get paid from the goods, from the goodies that they bring back, don't they? So I don't quite know what that gold's paying for. Whatever, there we go. It's not like we are going to run out of gold, because we've got just over, well, just around 8,500, and that's going to cost 270. So yes, let's get on with it. So here we go. The love letter found in Hans's room suggests the culprit could be Milston's half-orc butcher, Gorn Flesh Cleaver. Examine the murder scene for additional clues. Okay, let's do that then. A bard sends the heroes off with a heartfelt performance of The Land Pirate, the Troll, and the Other Troll. Wow, I've not heard that one before, I don't think. Okay, good. So the bard's back. Splendid. Oh, this is literally next door. That's the place, Norman says as they approach Wilhelmina's chicken coop. Do you think his body being left here was some sort of message? Okay, let's do the thing. Half buried in the mud where the body was found, Norman discovers a large wedding band. What do you bet this belongs to the butcher, he says. The heroes present the ring and the letter to the city guard. Gorn Fleshcleaver is arrested for murder. Okay, well that was surprisingly simple. Oh my goodness, there you go. While passing an abbey, the heroes notice its windows glow orange with flame. It is under attack. Yes, we've seen this one quite a few times. The party rushes in only to find the attackers have departed. They work all night, tending to the injured monks and putting out the flames. Splendid. And who knew there was an abbey just there? The heroes round the corner and the Geek cupboard comes into view. Home. Sweet home. At the murder scene, the heroes found a wedding band belonging to the jealous half-orc husband that Nari warned of in a love letter to Hans. The heroes presented the ring and letter to the city guard, who took Gorn Fleshcleaver into custody. Why do I feel like that's not the last we're going to see of that? Why do I feel like we are going to hear from Gorn Fleshcleaver again in the future? He's going to break out of prison, try and flesh cleavers, isn't he? Okay, well that was surprisingly simple. Okay, here we go. So last time out they went to sort of scope out Ixie, who we all thought was a little bug thing. Turns out it's a giant thing that eats deer. It's like a giant big hairy beetle monster. So the heroes formulate a plan to wait until Ixie is asleep, then snare her in a series of nets. Okay, and yeah, Ixie's absolutely flipping miles away up this path. Is it too late to back out? Brom asks sheepishly. Yep, Amelia says, hurrying him along. Come on, Brom, I know you're a dwarf, you've got little legs, walk quicker please. The party hears music in the distance. They come upon a group of sackbut players. Yeah, we've seen this quite a few times as well. The adventurers pause for a moment to listen. Drusilla takes Olaf's hand and invites her to join an ancient barbarian dance. Okay, that's cool. So now Drusilla has gained improved with charisma. So I imagine that improves her social skills, I would assume. Yep, beehive in tree. Are we going to get it out? Yeah, there we go. We get it out the tree. Fresh honeycomb accompanies the evening meal. Now, the only thing now about playing this so much is that a lot of these are now repeating. A lot of these are now coming up again, lots of times. This one, however, we haven't seen in a little while. A unicorn lies dead in the middle of the street, blocking all traffic. Two competing waste removal companies are on the scene, arguing over who will cart the poor thing away. The party talks to both companies and convinces them to collaborate. They put the carcass across both of their carts and haul it away. Oh, go, teamwork. Splendid. Good job, dead unicorn haulage people. A finely dressed man interrupts the party on the road, claiming Olaf owes him a large debt. Uh-oh. Olaf, what have you been doing? Recalling the loan she owes the man, Olaf negotiates a small extension, then convinces him to lend her a bit more. Sucker. Okay. Yep, right, Ixie's up here. Ixie was at this river, I think. Brom decides to race up a large tree, outside of town even. Unfortunately, he slips and bounces a few branches down before catching himself. A bit rattled, Brom carefully climbs the rest of the way to the ground. Why are you climbing up a tree? You're a dwarf. Dwarves live in mines. Elves do trees. Dwarves do mines. The party stops at another tavern for a rest and gets mixed up in a bar brawl. Fists are flying and they think, why not join the fray? And they also think, why are we at another tavern? Here we go. Amelia exchanges haymakers with another patron and wrestles with him until they're kicked out. The two stumble to another bar and compliment each other's melee skills over a drink. Of course they do. And here we go. Right, can we get Ixie? Is this going to be the end of this questline? I imagine we'll catch Ixie and then go and deliver it, back to the girl. The adventurers head back to the forest creek and find Ixie soundly sleeping off her latest meal. They ready their nets. Now, is this going to work? Like, even if we succeed, is it going to kind of work, or is it going to be a comical sort of comedy of errors where we're going to put the nets and get caught in the nets ourselves or whatever? Let's find out. Olaf leaps onto Ixie's back. Now! She yells. Ixie roars and bucks like a bull. Olaf is thrown from the beast as Amelia throws the net. After much struggling, the heroes are able to capture the Wigglewort. Yes, we've got it. We've got Ixie at long last. Right, can we just give them back? Oh, that went to next day, but we have next quest, but a thing has appeared just here. Uh-oh. Oh no, I've confused it. Hang on. The adventurers see a were-trout drinking in a pub. Amelia desperately wants to ask if he pees in the water. I think he would know the answer by now. Let's find out. Drusilla convinces Amelia the wisdom of not asking rude questions of dangerous-looking strangers. Okay, now if I put continue. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that went a little bit strange. Kind of the timing went out a little bit. Okay, so the next day they'll be able to get back home, which is jolly exciting. And this is the duel between our merchants. With the mediator waylaid, a formal duel challenge has been issued by Hecklestump, but rich fops killing each other are of no interest to Horatio unless he's involved. He needs someone to plant the idea in Hecklestump's head. So Horatio was the person who came to us in the first place and said, hey, you should make these merchants try and duel each other. That's fun. Okay, let's see. I've always wanted to be an adventurer, a young boy says to the heroes. Mindy pats the lad, not the boy, the lad on the head. Train hard and maybe one day you can join us. You're one of the new ones, Mindy. You should be like, yes, I wanted to be an adventurer too and I joined them. Right, so these guys also don't have to go. Oh, no, that's not theirs. They still don't have to go very far. The straps of Mindy's ratty pack finally snap. Some repairs are needed. Mindy manages to repair the strap with a needle and thread, only managing to stab her finger a few dozen times. Yes, I would suffer the same fate. Can't do sewing. Not good at that. Not good at needle and thread work. Knitting is definitely not my thing either. Right, over there. I think... Oh, Grunson. Sorry, hang on. Grunson voice. Over there. I think I saw something in the grass, Grunson says. The heroes find a small makeshift shrine, fashioned out of sticks and animal bones. The heroes pay their respects and receive a blessing in return. Grunson's been blessed, so they're inspired by the little lad, I assume it is. Is it? Oh no, they're all inspired for different days. They must have all been inspired on previous quests. But now he is inspired and then blessed as well, which is good. Brazen whistles a tune from her childhood. I've never really noticed the striking similarity between Brazen and Mindy, except Mindy has a yellow bit just there, and Brazen has a white bit just there. That's about the only difference I can tell. Maybe they're related. Hecklestump paces within the back room of an expensive tavern, shouting for Woolbury's blood. The party sits at a small table, waiting for the right moment to bring up the idea of a stand-in. Okay, I'm not really sure where this is going. So the guy who employed us wants to kill the other guy who we delivered the letter to. Is that what I'm getting from this? Hiring a stand-in is inevitable, but it's a question of approach. The adventurer suggests to Hecklestump that he may have injured his leg while pacing and couldn't fight in such a condition. He seizes on the excuse with pride intact, and Horatio steps forward to offer his services. So Horatio has some beef with the other merchant, and he wants to kill him. So now they've kind of set up a duel. Horatio's going to step in for Hecklestump, and Horatio gets to kill the man who he doesn't like, presumably. I think that's where this is going. Walking, always walking, Brazen sighs. Get horses. Can you have horses? There's a stable option over there somewhere. The party happens upon an argument between a merchant and a customer about the price of bread. Okay, thrilling. Dougarim launches into a long lecture about the effect of a dry summer on crop prices. The merchant grows so bored he promises to drop his prices if the party leaves. Good job, Dougarim. I wouldn't have had you down as an assassin, as a person to extol the virtues of dry summers on crop pricing. Dougarim passes the time by cherishing all the grudges he has developed over the years. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I would imagine you to be doing. No, I'm not talking about crops. And home, sweet home. I'm just saying, if we can convince some monsters to come here to get killed, we can save ourselves lots of travelling, Mindy says as the heroes return home to the Geek cupboard. Why is everyone whinging about travelling all of a sudden? One of you complaining about walking. You're complaining about travelling. You're adventurers. Go on adventures. That's what you do. Adventures tend to be far away. Okay, I think that's it, isn't it? So what does this say? For all Hecklestump's posturing, hiring a stand-in was a foregone conclusion. The party was able to drop Horatio's name at the right moment, allowing the merchant to make the decision without injuring his pride. Okie doke. Yeah, I think next day takes us back to the tavern. Okay, so no one's injured. There's no tavern upkeep to do. I might have to buy some more barbecued rat, possibly. That always seems very popular. Let's get 6 lots of that. And there we go. Back we go. So we've got one lot returning with Ixie in tow. And the others are all here. There's 2 more quests. I imagine they're going to be follow-up quests to the ones we've just done. Let's find out. Right, Grunts, what do you have? The day of the duel arrives, and Horatio has gotten word that a dear friend is going to be fighting in Woolbury's stead. Oh, what a moral conflict! How torn I am, and so on and so forth. Horatio says flatly. Right, without the way, let's get going. Oh dear. So Horatio, oh no. So Horatio wanted to fight Woolbury, but now Woolbury's got a friend in instead. So both got stand-ins. So now Horatio is going to be fighting his friend. Okay, right, interesting, yeah, and this quest is... Oh, okay, what's this? What's this reward here? Is it a different food thing we can have? Oh, that's quite exciting. The tavern's assistant chef, Myla, has been filling in since Hans's death, but a permanent replacement... I don't know what's wrong with my reading today. But a permanent replacement is still needed. Royler Green in Valridge is famous locally for his weekly events feeding the poor. Seek him out and hire him as the new chef. Royler's Greens. So we must hire Royler Green, and then that's a food stuff that we can have. Royler's Greens, I assume. Okay, well that's intriguing. Right, you are a new person, so let's give you some stuff. Everyone else, let's go through the old razzle dazzle. There we go. Give you the stuff. Let's reminisce over a drink with you, Mergs. Grunts, yeah, let's reminisce over a drink with you as well, because you're the old god. You've been here forever, so that's fine. You, Bartholomew. Oh, you out the infirmary, are you now? That's good. New person. Hello, Sharamph Zugrecht. What are you? A lawmaster. That's interesting. That is interesting. We could do with someone with a bit more mind. I think mind is where we're lowest, isn't it? Yes, only just though. These three seem to be relatively low because everyone kind of comes with a bit of combat. Most people have a little bit of combat, so that tends to tot up quite nicely. It's these ones. Not everybody has all of those available. Okay, right, you want a room. Splendid. You want a room. Might as well get some money out of you. You think I'd give my own adventurers a room, wouldn't you? Like Grunson. Grunson, the loyal, faithful servant he is. You think I'd let him have a room? Okay, I've got 1 AP left. Can I do anything? Sharamph, would you like a meal? Would you like some chicken wings? There you go. And I'm out of stuff. Oh, I thought I killed it. I thought I killed it dead. Oh, I thought that was going to be a crash. Okay. So, who have we got? Well, let's go to the map. Let's do this. Let's head out on some more quests. Why not? So, yeah, catching Ixie is underway. Again, these are carrying on. So now this is a combat one. So Day of the Duel. Well, Grunton has got to go to a fighting one, as has Merkel. I've got to get you two involved in that. Then we need someone with potentially a bit of social, just in case they come across our social check whilst they are adventuring. Let's have Gudrek, and he can up the combat as well. 101 versus 20. I think we'll be fine. And then let's throw Mindy into that one. She can go and earn some XP from that. So the only survival is potentially a bit low, but whatever. I think we'll be fine. Right, so Day of the Duel, sorted. Green with Envy. So now it's getting Royler Green to come and join us. Well, it's everyone else, isn't it? So it's Crawford, Norman. Oh, no, there'll be 3 because Bartholomew is now back. Well, let's have Brazen to make sure that we get that person on board. Is there anyone going to level up? Dugarim might. He won't level up, but he'll certainly get very much closer. Let's get Dugarim on board, shall we? Ah, yes, we need someone with a bit of... combat's going to be relatively low for that group. In fact, no, let's not get Dugarim. Oh, no, you've only got 1 more, but you've got more might. Yeah, Dugarim. There you go. Sorry, Bartholomew, you can still chill out. You can still chill out at the tavern. It's fine. Yeah, okay, right. Let's go. Bartholomew is the one left behind this time round. So here we go. Let's go and hire Royler Green in Valridge. Now, Valridge isn't far away, is it? Yeah, it's only down the road. Okay. Do you think we'll see a succubus? Brazen says as they exit the tavern. Dugarim shrugs. Who knows? My first time out, I nearly walked straight into a bear. Oh, that's not as exciting as a tale as I thought it might be, to be perfectly honest, but okie doke, a bear. The party passes a little too close to an ancient tomb, and a wraith raises to attack. This is where you need Amelia to tell the wraith where to go. The heroes defeat the wraith, which slinks back to its tomb to await the next passerby. Okay, can we get 40 XP? Now, see, obviously the advantage of sending less people, like I could have sent 4 groups of 3 heroes on that previous run out, is that they would get more XP. So they'll level up quicker because the party receives 40 XP. They're going to level up quicker, but the risk is they're not going to be as well equipped to actually pass these checks. So while they pass that check and got 40 XP, if they fail it, I imagine they get no XP. They get minimal XP maybe, which obviously means they're not going to level up as quick. So yeah, it's a balance. You have to make sure that if you're sending less than 4 people out, the 3 that you're sending are actually capable. Right, the party encounters a mongoose. In my mind, mongooses are not dangerous beings. I mean, they might be a bit bitey, possibly, but I don't... Is it 4 people? Would we encounter a mongoose, or would we just go near to one? Okay, whatever, we've encountered one. The party beats back the creature quite handily. Yeah, because it's a mongoose against 4 people who are armed with... Well, he's holding a severed leg, which is a bit weird. A gavel, and a bow, and a hammer, and okay, fine. In Valridge Town Centre, a burly man with a thoroughly ridiculous handlebar moustache ladles soup from an enormous cauldron into bowls for a long line of the town's neediest citizens. That's our man, Brazen says. Apparently he does this every week. I like the sound of him. A burly man with a thoroughly ridiculous handlebar moustache? I am up for that, yes. Let's get him on board, please succeed, yes. A kitchen all my own, you say? Royal amuses. A tempting offer, but my free soup night in Valridge provides the only decent meal these poor souls get. Poor. Allow me to return to Valridge weekly to host these events, and I will join your tavern. Yes, I completely agree. Yes, I concur, Your Excellency. The earth shakes as an ogre passes the party. Hey guys, he says with a wave. Hello, ogre. How are you? My cat is stuck up a tree. Please help. A young girl says to the party, rushing to meet them. That's not really our style, Crawford says. Oh, thank you, the girl cries, running to the tree. Oh, botherations. Don't fall out the flipping tree. Oh, you, Crawford, you spoon. Crawford climbs up the tree and grabs the cat. The creature is a flurry of hissing and scratching, and the doctor loses a surprising amount of blood on the way down. The creature is safe, however. It's a cat. It's a cat. You could have shot that out the tree with your bow. I mean, you know, you have to be a good shot to make it not end in tragedy, but still, you could have done that without being injured. Another job well done, Dougram says as they approach the Geek cupboard. I mean, relatively speaking. Yeah, relatively speaking, except he's wounded. Apart from that, then yes, rock on. So I assume he now is employed. Royal agree to join the tavern staff, so long as he's permitted to sneak out to Varridge once a week to continue running free soup night for the poor. What a noble man he is. Yes, we have Royalers Green, so when we get back, we'll have to check out that food item. We might put that on the menu, possibly. We could certainly slot that in somewhere and take something else out. Okie doke, next quest. Right, day of the duel. The day of the duel arrives, and Horatio has gotten word that a dear friend, it should say friend, is going to be fighting in Walbury's stead. Oh, what a moral conflict. How torn I am. And so on and so forth, Horatio says flatly. Right, with that out of the way, let's get going. Okay, he's not that bothered then, is he? He's not that dear a friend. Mindy downs one more mug before belching loudly. Okay, she says. Now I'm ready. Grunson rolls his eyes and sighs as they head out the door. Yeah, I bet you've done that before, Grunts. Bet you've had a great big load of booze before you depart. Murgle ruminates. What happens between the important events? Does anyone know? I feel like we never get to see that part. Gudrek shrugs. This is that part for me. You're absolutely right. These blue bits are the bits in between the important events. The party is travelling through a town when it begins to pour. The sky, not the town, presumably. One of the villagers offers their hearth to the party, while they wait out the storm. They trade stories with the villager and her family around the fireplace. They have a wonderful time, forgetting all about the storm. The party heads out under clear skies, promising to return another day. Oh, my lot are great. And, I thought we were going to be there. Mindy ruminates. Wow, okay, yes, exactly the same wording as we had just now. Right. Hecklestump and Walbury stand on each... Here we go then. So the two people who were supposed to be having a duel have now recruited stand-ins to their duel. So they're not actually going to fight each other at all. Hecklestump and Walbury stand on either end of the dueling field, glaring at each other. Horatio is in his element, chatting with the referee, waving at the small crowd. He greets his old friend, who's acting as Walbury's second. Good to see you, sport, he says. I'm looking forward to stabbing you today. Great. Okay, right. Let's see what happens. Don't mess this up. Oh, thank goodness. Now, I don't know quite why our combat skill has any bearing on this, but okie doke. Horatio's blade dazzles the crowd. After a few thrilling passes, he bats his opponent's rapier aside and lightly stabs him in the chest. The duel ends in his favour. Hecklestump pays him a large fee and, all offences forgiven, offers to take Walbury out to lunch. The upper classes are a strange lot. Is that all he wanted? He just wanted to get a massive load of money from Hecklestump. Is that it? We put all this together so he could get a great big payoff. Okay, fine. Cool. The adventurers, waterskins low, happen upon a stream. Think it's safe to drink? Murgle asks. Probably not. Boil it first. Good. The party boils the water, ensuring it is free from parasites. Always be prepared. Now, these guys should be able to get back home, I would have thought. A hunched figure shambles by, heading in the opposite direction. Okay. Do I care about that? The heroes settle into a comfortable silence as they continue on their way. Murgle finds it refreshing, as she rather dislikes talking to Gudrek. Oh dear. Yes, Gudrek does have beef with a few of the characters in their stories. The heroes round the corner and the Geek cupboard comes into view. Home, sweet home. Okie doke. Bibbly bobbly boo. Horatio was triumphant in the duel, earning a ludicrous pouch of gold from Hecklestump. What's more, news of the thrilling fight has spread among the salons and sitting rooms of the upper classes, and duelling will no doubt soon come back into fashion. Splendid. Okay, good. That's that one done. Now, Ixie. They've caught Ixie. I assume they're bringing Ixie back. I'd rather they didn't bring Ixie into the Geek cupboard, because Ixie's a giant, big, hairy beetle monster. After packing up camp, the heroes find a roadside well, but the water is covered with a foul-smelling green slime. They continue on. Yes, I wouldn't drink that either. Okay, so it's slow going across the rocks. Suddenly, the party's engulfed in total darkness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Grisilla lights a torch. The magical darkness instantly recedes and stays gone. How odd. Now, that's intriguing. I think I have seen that before. What happens if you don't? Do they get lost? Or do they take damage because they keep bumping into stuff or what? I'm intrigued. I don't know. A wandering traveller stops the party. At night they come without being fetched, and by day they are lost without being stolen. Grisilla says, oh yay, a riddle. Yep, I think we know what this is. Is it the stars by any chance, wandering traveller? Amelia says, stars, they belong to the night. The traveller nods. Very nice. Okay, now they are back on the path. Now hopefully they can get home today. A group of bandits jumps out of the woods, knives and swords drawn. Brom gives the bandits a tongue lashing and a lecture on why they deserve a better life than stealing from others. The speech ends with, be proud of what you bring into this world. The bandits leave, newly determined to do good. Oh, well done, Brom. That's it. You tell them. Okay, so they're not going to go far. Just round, we're only down here. As the sun sets, the party finds themselves desperately hungry and low on supplies. They stumble upon a turtle nesting. Olaf draws her hammer and says, I've heard turtles aren't great eating, but I give my left leg for one about now. Are you going to kill a turtle? Yeah, that'd be mean. Okay, the heroes fall upon a sleeping bale of turtles, quickly slaughtering them without mercy. They will dine well this night. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you brave, noble heroes killing some turtles, the most violent of all animals. What can a turtle do? Okay, fine. So you've killed a load of cute little lovely turtles. You swines. Did you get a load of that witch? What a nasty brute, eh? Says one of the heroes, unnamed. Come on, we're nearly home. Come on, come on, come on. Grisilla, do you know how to cook? Uloth asks. Yes, I cooked for your mother this morning. Grisilla laughs with great gusto. Uloth jokingly tries to tackle her to the ground. Ha ha, it's all hilarious. And yes, they're all home. The road-weary adventurers round a corner and see the Geek cupboard up ahead. Thank the gods, Grisilla says. Be warned, anyone who gets between me and my bed is apt to get hurt. And yes, we are done. Right, okay. We'll have one more for Ixie then, I assume. The heroes were able to catch Ixie the Wigglewort. Seeing the look on Maya's little face made it all worth it. Well, that and the gold. Oh, so we've handed it back as well. So we've got 700 gold, 200 XP, and Venom Shank. Ooh. Okay, right. Well, let's go back to the tavern and check out Venom Shank and also our new food items, possibly. Okay, so we are back. There's no upkeep to do. Crawford is injured because he got scratched by a cat. Now, yeah, I think there is a bug going on with the drinks because the drinks never deplete. The drinks never go down. The specials do. The food specials deplete. Like barbecued rat, I think I would have had more than 21 in stock. So that goes down. It's just, yeah, the drinks don't seem to be depleting in any fashion. But never mind. Okie doke. They only go down when I actually manually go in and give someone a drink. That's the only reason it goes down. No one's drinking anything in my tavern. It's all food, which is fine. I like food. Okay. Oh, someone's leveled up. Leveling up. Brom. Yay. Right. Okay. Well, Brom, let's give you some mind. Let's get your mind up to 10. That'd be good. Well, let's have one of each. Materials, mathematics, examination. And then let's give you one in diplomacy and contract. That'll do. Right. So now that's rounded his skills off quite nicely. So he's got 24 and 10 mind and a little bit of survival and a little bit of combat. Right, okay, what was the weapon thing we had? What was it called? Like, he's got a weapon. He's got a deflecting javelin. Reflexes. Oh, it gives him reflexes. His survival comes from an item. Oh, okay, let's not replace that. Let's not replace that. I assume the thing we got was a weapon. What was it called? Oh my god, we've got loads of things. Oh my goodness. Venom Shank is what we had, wasn't it? So that gives us thrown weapon +2, but it does not give us that point of that little survival point there. Okay, no, keep with your deflecting javelin. Yeah, I need to go through and sort out whether everyone's got the best things on now. Like armour, I don't think we need to worry about too much because the armor's not particularly brilliant. The armor isn't. We haven't got a lot of choice of armor. Accessories. I think we've got accessories. We've got loads of those. Yeah, I was just about to say we've got absolutely loads. A scaled cape, +3. So lots of public speaking stuff going on. That'd be quite cool. Yeah, I need to go through and make sure that everyone is wearing the right stuff and everyone's got the right weapons and stuff equipped, don't I? And I think I've said I was going to do that before, and I've never got around to it because I am lazy and foolish. Right, okay. That's good. Okay, right. Where are we? Menu and stock. Now, can we have ourselves food? No. I thought we might be able to get the thing from our guy in the kitchen, but no. Clearly, we can't have whatever it was. Grimbler's greens, whatever it was. No, we definitely can't have that at all. Okay, fine. Let's not have that. That's annoying. Right, never mind. So that's the thing we can't manage. However, look, the number of quests has come down to 10. Oh, there's 2 more quests. Stop giving me more quests. Right, you. Carden Roberts. That's a not very exciting name. You are a level 1 paladin. Right, you are. Hello. Welcome. Sharamph, the Lawmaster. Hello. Welcome. Okay, quest. Let's pick up another quest. A young medic, Kieran Ashcut, rushes into the tavern, announcing, "My mentor Alwyn Clee seeks your help in Milston. The mountain orcs raided our infirmary and stole medical supplies we desperately need for the village. Recover the goods and Mr. Clee will help upgrade your tavern's infirmary." Ooh, that's quite exciting. Okie doke. And Uloth's quest is a new brewery called the Keg Leg. It popped up on the Merchant's Road. They sent the Geek an invitation to their opening day festivities, which will include ale and wine tasting. Yes, this sounds perfect. Surely they'll have something worth adding to their menu. Okay. How long are those quests available for? How long are they available for? They are 100 days. Okay, that's absolutely fine. That one might be worth doing first. A taste of their own medicine is certainly going to be worth doing first. Okay, let's check in Crawford into the hospital whilst we're there. Okie doke. Let's go and spend all these points. Drusilla, yeah, let's just have a quick chat. Drusilla, Norman, let's have a big long chat, shall we? Let's reminisce over a drink. I'm also going to get trolleyed. And Bartholomew, let's reminisce over a drink. Murgle, yeah, quick chat with you and some porridge. Brazen, I haven't spoken to you for a while, probably. Oh, look, we're very near to going to level 13. I don't know what will happen. We're at level 13, not quite. Dugarim, bibbly bobbly boo. And Grunts, the man Grunts at the back. Yeah, there we go. I think when we come back next time, we will get to level 13. I think there's a tiny slither left, maybe it's 6,500 reputation or something to get to level 13. I don't know, but I think we're nearly there. Okay, right, what I'm going to do is, I don't imagine it's going to be very exciting watching me muddle through whether everyone's got the right items or not. So, you know, like all these Soul Stompers, lifesteal +2? Oh, goodness me, Mindy is wearing a necromantic accessory. Let's not have you wearing that, eh? Let's have you wearing something that boosts your powers with us. What about that? Gives you bows and crossbows, but also gives you a survival point, which is quite good. Yeah, we've got a few of those as well. Yeah, have that instead. So I don't imagine it's going to be very exciting watching me go through and make sure that everyone's wearing the right armour and carrying the right weapon, because there's quite a lot of people and there's quite a lot of armour and stuff. So what we'll do is we'll go through as we are now. We'll just carry on. And then before the next part begins, I will go through and just make sure that everyone has, you know, we're making the best use of all our items and things. So yeah, let's not do that now, though. Let's do that a bit later. Let's do that before the next part begins. Okay. We got time? Yeah, we got time. We got loads of time. Let's go for another series of quests. So now let's do some of these Christmas ones that have appeared. These weird map ones that have appeared out of nothing, which I don't understand. Okay. The Abominable Snow Ape. A supply wagon headed for Winterflame Workshop was found destroyed near the lair of the Abominable Snow Ape. Vital toy-making materials were taken and the head builder, a rehabilitated netherling by the name of Flustercap, has gone missing. Recover the stolen goods, rescue Flustercap, and save the holiday. We've got 87 days to do so. Okay, so we need mind skill. So Murgle, Dugarim, someone with a bit of social skill would be useful. Gutrex, you can fight as well. And then a survival type person would be useful. I would have sent Crawford. Let's send Mindy, look. She can top their survival skill. No, let's not send Mindy. It's not enough. Uloth, possibly? Yeah, that'll do. that'll do. Yeah, okay, I'm not overly happy with that, but that'll do for now. Okay, so that's that Christmas one doing. And then we've got 3 map quests. Well, let's start one of the map quests. I don't really know what these are all about. The fallen tree. Which one is nearby? Oh my goodness, they're all very far away. Okay, well, let's go to there. That's not that far. I assume they'll just come straight down here, past Nigstunova and down to here. So the Stone Crow. The Crow sketch taunts the adventurers who complain to the other tavern goers. One of the patrons glances at the map. There's a place south of here where a Stone Crow statue guards a witch's den. It's called Murder Knoll. Maybe the witch has something to add. So this kind of appeared. These map quests just appeared out of nothing. And I don't know what. I don't know who gave us a map. I don't know why we have a map. I don't know. I don't know anything about why that's there. Okay, we've got some diplomacy stuff going on. Let's send Bartholomew, because you've not done anything in a little while. Someone with a bit of mind and combat possibly wouldn't go amiss. Splendid. Okay, what other quest do we want to do? Have we got another person? Oh, we've got the grunts. We've got grunts left. Okay, let's do one of these then. Let's do a non-Christmas one, because I think all our other ones are social skills. Who have we got left that has social skills? Grunton doesn't have much. Drusilla, Norman, and Brom and Mindy. Okay, we might be able to do another one of these. So the Sweeping Scythe is just here. So if we had Mindy and Brom and Drusilla and Grunson. No, we need someone with mind. We've got nobody with mind skills in that team. Yeah, that's okay. That's a fairly good crew. That's a good number. And then the Stone Crow can be joined by Grunson. That's a fairly formidable force right there. Okay, yeah, so we're doing these top 3 quests just for the sake of getting them out of the way. These map ones are a little bit strange. So hopefully, if we conclude one of these map ones, we might be able to see what's going on with them. But here we go. I don't know what we're going to do first. I'm just going to have a quick sip of tea. Okay, the Crow sketch taunts the adventurers who complain to the tavern goes, yeah, Murder Knoll, there's a witch. I read that out not long ago. Okie doke, here we go. Let's go and see what this is going to bring then. So we've got to go down here. I have this strange feeling of dread, Brazen says. I haven't felt this since the day my last adventuring party all died. It's probably nothing. Yeah, it's nothing. Don't you worry about it. Right, they're going to go very slowly. The party comes across a mob of people arguing over 2 crashed carts. Amelia negotiates a settlement between the 2 sides. Neither camp is happy with what they got, which probably means it's fair. Yeah, they've got to go quite a long way down here. Brazen finds some berries. Delicious. Oh, eating berries that you found. It can never end well. The heroes spend the morning arguing over tactics and eventually come to blows. Bartholomew wraps Brazen in a headlock, holding the con artist defenceless until she calms down. Eventually, they resolve their differences and continue on. Oh, we're in the mountains. Oh, more berries. Wow, it's very berry rich. Bartholomew arrives at Murder Knoll. There are crows lining the trees, silently watching. As the party moves in to investigate, the witch appears. Okay, right, don't fight the witch. It's a social thing. Let's talk to the witch. The barbarian waves at the witch, who waves back and gestures at them to come closer. Have you seen anything odd? Bartholomew asks her. Yeah, and? Does she say yeah and, or is that him saying yeah and? Or is it yeah and? Okay, I feel like that hasn't quite answered the questions, but okay. Amelia sits on a comfortable mound for lunch, only to leap up yelping and scratching. It was an anthill. Ants crawl into her old man mask. At least they're not crawling into your old man pants. So there we go. Right. Can these guys get home again? Can they get home? Oh my goodness me. Right, more bandits jumping out, but this time it's Grunson telling them to do stuff and be proud of what you bring into this world. And the bandits leave. Jolly good. Come on, get home. The heroes settle in around their campsite and look skyward. Stargazing as a kid, I always used to worry that I'd fall off the world and end up in the stars, Brazen says. Now, of course, I know that can't happen. It can't, can it? No, it can't. Oh, they only made it just there. Right, so they're going to be gone for a couple of days. Abominable snow ape. So here we go, there's a supply wagon. It's been destroyed. Toy-making materials were taken, and the head builder, Flustercap, has gone missing. So this is it. This is our... Oh, it's an orc squad. I hadn't noticed. We're sending the orcs out, are we, to go and do all this stuff? Cool. Birds whistle a cheerful morning tune. Shut up, Olaf yells. Can't you see I'm hungover? Now these guys have got to go a long, long way. They're up in the mountains. In the distance, the heroes spot a ship in the sky. Sails full. It skims along the clouds. That's very cool. Can we go on the sky ship? I want to go on the sky ship. Yeah, look, it's miles away. A vagrant on the side of the road challenges Murgle. to a race. If the vagrant wins, the fire mage must give him 20 gold coins. I think we can afford 20 gold coins if we lose. Murgle and the vagrant line up for the race and sprint into action. The fire mage easily outruns the vagrant. It was a good bit of exercise, she says, as she slaps the vagrant on the back. Okay? So yes, you beat a poor person. Well done. The party passes a marsh where the dead whisper secrets. Okay, let's go past the marsh very quickly. A portal abruptly opens directly in front of the heroes, and a being shifting in and out of the party's sensory range begins to assault the heroes' minds with unthinkable paradoxes. Of course it does. Let's tell it to stuff right off. Dugarim, ever the quick study, absorbs enough of the being's language to debate its unknowable postulations, albeit in a rudimentary manner. Surprised and apparently impressed, the entity withdraws to its own dimension. Bye-bye, curious space being. Come on, at least get to the marker thing. The party finds an isolated alchemist hut, though she is reluctant to share any recipes. After receiving a few compliments and insightful questions about her craft, the alchemist agrees to teach the party a recipe for an improved healing salve. Again, we've had that lots of times. How good are our healing salves going to be? Our healing salve should be the best in the flipping world. An owl sits on a branch in broad daylight watching the adventurers. Come on, get to the thing. They are up in the mountains. Look at it. Ulof starts tipping them back a little early, ends up sleeping passed out on a mossy tree stump. The ranger will be feeling that tomorrow. Does that mean it's the end of the thing? Yeah, we didn't quite make it. So they're going to be gone for 3 days. Good grief. Okay, and next, the sweeping scythe. The scribble closest to the tavern appears to be a scythe. It's almost identical to the Harvest Farm sign. They're just west of here. Folks are known for cutting hay and selling it to livestock owners, and located just outside of Paras, one patron comments. They're not fond of outsiders, though. Okay. So if it's not far away, that's good. A chill morning breeze whips through the city streets. Better bring a second lair. And I thought it was to the west, but okay. Okay, they're just west of here. Okay, let's head directly east. Splendid. Walking the path, the adventurers come upon an old man in a robe. Uh-oh. They are engaged in stimulating conversation about the spirit of the earth. Suddenly, the old man transforms into a stag and disappears into the field. Well, at least he didn't flash us from his robe, eh? Yeah, okay, fine. It's just west of here and they've gone east. A flustered aristocrat offers Brom a large sum to fight a duel for her. We will do the fighting. We won't get paid. Foppish merchant with a thinner rapier is no match for a merchant clutching a deflecting javelin. And indeed, of course it isn't. Right, they're just down here, look. Wow, that guy up ahead is huge, says Norman. The awkwardly muscular man scowls at the party and yells, if any of you can prove yourself stronger than me, I will give you a prize. I imagine we will do this. Despondent, the man says, I'm no longer the strongest, who am I? Does any of this even matter anymore? Here's your prize. A hand mirror of dispassionate memories. Good grief. That sounds a little bit intense, doesn't it? I would be just happy with some gold. A vagrant, yes, vagrant running race. And yay, we won the vagrant running race. Splendid. As the party arrives at Harvest Farm, people out in the fields cutting hay. Norman knocks on the front door and a large, sweaty man greets him. Large, sweaty man. Norman smiles and asks if he has seen anyone lurking around the area. The man looks around, sighs and squeezes through the door. He seems even taller outside. Okay, is that an answer? Is that a yes I have or no I haven't? A stranger in a tavern sells a party a map, claiming it will lead them to treasure. I've had enough of maps. Stop it with maps. The adventurers follow the map to a hollowed out log and find a single emerald squirreled away in it. Not much of a treasure, but it'll still fetch around 50 gold. I imagine these guys are not going to get back home either, are they? Leslie, an old friend of Brom, hails the party from afar as they travel along their path. After exchanging pleasantries, Les delves into the detail regarding his health problems for nearly an hour while Brom listens politely. Beginning to lose her patience, Mindy decides to intervene. Yes, intervene, please. Mindy says, oh, Brom, did you mention to your friend about that horrible netherpox you contracted while wrestling that griffin last week? Les suddenly blanches white as a ghost and quickly excuses himself running away, or hurrying away. Brom chides Mindy for not rescuing them sooner. Yep, talking to a boring person. Right. There it is again, Norman says, pointing into the woods. I'm telling you, something's following us. Brom looks dubious. Still not seeing it, he says. And that's it, so they're all out. All of the adventurers are out and about doing stuff. Okay, look, right, back to the tavern, and then we'll probably just come straight back and get these guys all home. Again, look, barbecued rat is right down. It seems to be immensely popular. Let's just buy, I don't know, 10 bags of it or something and just leave it like that. Right, so yeah, everyone, bar Crawford, who was in the infirmary, is now out adventuring. So we're not going to have too much to do. So all these people are going to be people that are not our adventurers. So Fanny Powell wants a glass of margarita. Oh, no, I don't want to employ you. I can't anyway. Oh, it's going to be weird. You, Branthrom. Yes, you can do that. You can listen to your story thing, but you haven't got any. We are level 13. We can have an extra person on the roster. That is very exciting. Ilona the Shaman. We've got Shirlene the Cleric. We've got Carden the Paladin, who now we can hire, so I've got to be careful with my button pressing. And then there's Crawford. There's one of the current people in. Yep, that'll do. You can do that for now. Right, Gerg the Priest. Let's listen to your story. And then there's someone in the corner who's new. Now, they're going to be a bit of a pain to click on, are they? You, human. Javier Brewster. Let's have a look. Need of a necromancer. Today is your lucky day. Do you know what, weird enough? I already have a necromancer on board. Thank you very much. Right, let's get a room for you and let's listen to you and then say goodbye. Right, what do we have? Because we could do, if we want to get another person in, I don't mind doing it. We could do with someone with a bit of mind. Are any of you people very mindy? What about you? You're not mindy. Fanny Powell. Let's cancel your offer. You're definitely not a mindy. You're already on the books. Paladin? Nope. Cleric? A bit fight and mind, though. I would rather have someone with mind and social or something like that. You. I saw you before, didn't I? Just the Law Master. You could be quite good. Right, Sharamph Zugrecht. You could be good. You're fighty, which is a bit tedious. You are... Whatever, have a room. You are... not mindy. A priest might be. Or a priest might not be mindy at all. Okay, fine. And a dwarven paladin. Yes, have the stuff. Oh, Catris. Have you got a story? Doesn't Catris have a full story? Yes, look, Catris Grumbleborn has an actual full story arc. And you're okay with mine. In fact, you're quite broad in all your skills. You've got some good social, a bit of combat going on. A little bit of mind. I mean, you could up that. You could certainly up that with level ups. And a tiny bit of survival, which is fine. First aid's always a handy thing. Do I get you on board? Because you're mentioned a few times, like Murgle and stuff don't like you, Catris. You're mentioned that a few times in some of the other stories. Or do I go for the Lawmaster with 11 mind? So I've got 11 mind, got 1 survival, so medical diagnosis, that's probably handy. A little bit of social, a little bit of combat. But you've got a lot of mind skills. Look at that. History of Beor and arcane lore and ancient lore. And then you've got arcane insight, so you can break seals and stuff. Yeah, let's get you on board. Let's get you, Sharamph Zugrecht. You can join us. Yes, let's do whatever it was you said you were doing. Okay, right, let's offer you a drink. Have some fairy water. Yep, good. Rooms for you. Splendid. Room for you. Splendid. Right, let's go back to you. Let's just get some more favour with you. Yeah, have some wine. Stop going out of the menu. Have some fairy water and have something to eat. Have chicken wings. That'll do. Or you can have another thing. Offer you a drink. Let's get you a bit more drunk. Let's have some orcish grog, because I like the word grog. Oh, and there you go. You're a little bit tooty now, a little bit drunks. Yes, I like that. I hired you and then immediately got you drunk. That's the kind of guy I am. Right, okay. So Crawford and Sharamph can't really go out and do anything because they don't have any combat skills between them. Really. They've got 2... 4. So they'd have a combat skill of 4. Social, they'd be okay. Survival, they'd be okay. And mind, they'd be okay. But if they came across any kind of fighting, they would be indeed done for. So those two can just lurk around for a bit. We are going to go and get everyone else back home. Now, some people went... Nobody's too far away. The 2 map people aren't that far away, are they, on the map quests? So let's just go to next day. Let's just get everyone back. Now, these guys hadn't actually made it to their destination. They're still clambering through mountains. So here we go. Can they actually get to their destination? Yeah, look how slow going it is up those mountains. The straps of Ulof's ratty pack finally snap. Some repairs are needed. Ulof manages to repair the strap with a needle and thread, stabbing a finger a few times. Splendid, splendid. Oh, look how slow they're going. Okay, this is a curious thing to find in a mountain. The party encounters an exhausting-looking peasant woman struggling to push a cart of vegetables to market. Ah, yes, those mountain vegetables. Gudrek realises that the proud woman would be insulted by any offer of help. Instead, he compliments her on how good the produce looks and how much hard work must have gone into growing it. The woman thanks him and gives the party some turnips. I like a turnip. Right, you're really struggling, aren't you, to get there? It's snowing, Olaf says, trying to catch snowflakes on her tongue. Dugarim shakes his head and pulls his cloak tighter to fend off the chill mountain wind. I like that, though. Specific dialogue to where we are, up in the mountains. A loud crack stops the heroes in their tracks as the ice beneath them audibly strains under their weight. Yes, I have picked orcs, sort of bigger than everyone else. Get low and crawl to disperse your weight, orders Olaf, the resident wilderness survival expert. Of course, because Olaf is a ranger, they'd know. The ranger's advice is more solid than the ice, and they safely reach the shore. Okay, so they must be going across a mountain lake or something. The heroes follow heavy drag marks through the snow to a large cave overlooking the village of Aendar. Yes, that's just there. Angry squawks greet them within as half-dozen frost buzzards look up from an elk carcass, their crystal blue eyes hungrily assessing the new prey. Murgle summons a flame shield in the buzzard's path, igniting the shrieking beasts. The heroes make short work of them, but the injured creatures unleash horrific death cries. A ferocious roar echoes from deeper in the tunnels. Uh-oh, Gudrek says. Uh-oh, indeed. I think that's the abominable snow ape. Okay, so yeah, so we've not quite got to the quest marker, but it's giving us quest-related sort of challenges. Okay, that's fine. Ah, here we go. Help! A high-pitched voice squeaks from further down the tunnel, which trembles with each footstep of the approaching abominable snow ape. With a deafening roar, the mammoth creature rushes into view, moving with a grace that shouldn't be possible in a beast standing nearly twice as tall as a human. In the cage at the back of the room, a small imp-like netherling frantically waves at them. Okay, this is it. Can you save Christmas? Yes. Over here, big fella, Murgle yells, drawing the frenzied ape's attention and leading it out of the cave toward the unstable ice. The fire mage scrambles across the ice on all fours and the ape rushes to follow, plunging through into the icy water. Dugarim picks the lock on Flustercape's cage and the heroes hurry home before the abominable snow ape gets free. Now that is intriguing because here, this one, Murgle summons a flame shield. If we didn't have Murgle, would they just fought them? So there must be a specific thing that goes, right, does anyone have, whatever, a flame shield? Yes, they do. Right, Bibbly Bob uses flame shield. And this one, look, Dugarim picks the lock. So I bet Dugarim, he's the assassin, isn't he? He must have some sort of lock-picking skill. So it's kind of use his skill in order to get the little Flustercap, whatever it's called, home. So I wonder if he's not there, what do they do? Smash the door open or something? So yeah, I like that. There's different alternative kind of approaches to things. I really find this orange appealing, Murgle says to the others, but they've already walked away. Yes, and quite right. They should walk away from this terrible gag. Gudrek is in love with his horse. No, really, he is obsessed. I'm surprised they took a horse up a mountain, but okie doke. It works in Skyrim. It's odd, but hey, who's to judge? Oh, look. So slow. Gudrek collapses to his knees in the middle of the path. Oh, my goodness. It's the big, long one. You all know what this says. Yes. Spying lights. And then I don't think you've got your light on. Right, okay, whatever. There we go. We've all read that one before. We know what that happens. The party happens to pass by a graveyard while a burial is taking place. They stand in silence as the body is buried and move on soon after. Well done. That's nice and respectful of you. Right, you're moving a bit quicker now, you're not up a mountain. Arriving at an inn, the heroes are met by unimpressed locals. You don't look like adventurers to me, one says. After a few tall tales and some strategic flexing, the locals are suitably impressed. They ply the adventurers with ale. Yes. Okay, so they've got just there, so they'll get back next time, I imagine. These guys are on their way back. I don't think they were too far off. Nope, okay. While the others break down camp, Brazen wanders off and finds a small watermelon patch. After eating all she can handle, the con artist brings the one remaining melon back to the camp for the others to split. Well done, Brazen. You are a con artist. That's quite befitting of you. Drinking at an inn, Emilia meets a charming stranger. Things go pretty well. Who knew haylofts were so comfortable? Emilia! Not on duty. Come on now. Come on. Right. They're nearly back. Grunson stubs his toe and spends the rest of the afternoon complaining about it. Yeah, I bet you would complain as well, Grunts. The two merchants argue in the public market. Brave heroes, the older merchant calls. Will you play arbiter and decide our feud? Brazen continues toward the geek cupboard without breaking stride. Unless you're a mug of ale, I got nothing to say to you. Good job, Brazen. Yes. Turns out the witch, Ilona, didn't want to kill the party. Isn't Ilona in our tavern somewhere? Isn't Ilona one of our tavern people? I swear she's in the tavern. Ilona didn't want to kill the party. I'm glad I didn't fight her, one hero said. She told us about someone lurking around her camp, but won't tell us any more until she can trust us. Apparently, we have to find out if her betrothed is being faithful. I thought this was just going to be complete 3 quests, but no, it's opening up more quests. The Sweeping Scythe. Okie doke, right? So these guys are on the way back from over there. But again, it's just on a path, so it should be a fairly quick. Shortly after breaking camp, the heroes find a small natural spring on the side of the road. They make Drusilla test it, and when she doesn't die, they fill up their water skins and head out for another day of adventure. Oh, Drusilla, why did you draw the short straw of drinking the potentially deadly water? A local beggar asks the party for alms. The party manages to politely decline without looking cheap, and miraculously we got 100 gold out of that situation. Don't really know how. A man in a market offers to read Drusilla's fortune. A load of tut. This is probably a scam, Drusilla says. I knew you'd say that. The fortune teller replies. Leave. Leave now. Don't trust the fortune teller. Sludging through the mud, the heroes round the final bend in the road and see their geek cupboard up ahead. I'm never walking again, Norman groaned. So what was the end result of this one? The farmers seemed to tolerate our visit well enough, the party recounted. The large man who greeted them explained that he didn't have time for them unless he got the family new farming equipment. He said he'd be much obliged to give us all the information we needed then. Generous man. I feel like I've missed the start of this quest. The farmers seem to tolerate our visit well enough. The party recounted. Oh, the party recounted. Okay. The large man who greeted them explained he didn't have time for them unless got the family new farming equipment. Said he'd be much obliged to give us all the information we need. So each one of these quests is going to require further work. Each one of these map quests is then going to require a getting into your good books kind of quest. Okay, and then they'll have to have another quest to go back and say, yes, we've done the stuff for you. Please tell us what we want to know. Okay, fine. Right, back to the tavern. And we are back at the tavern where nobody drinks anything. Okay, right, we need some more porridge. Diddly-dolly-do. That will do just fine. No one's leveled up, which is a shame. Oh, there's lots of new quests and things. Right, let's just fly through some of these things. Catris, yeah, okay. Yeah, Ilona is in here sometimes. I swear Ilona is a character that comes into this place, comes into the tavern. Right, you're new. A Hulhug Git Stomper. I like anyone called Git Stomper. That's a great name. Catris, right, what's your quest then, Catris? What have you got for us? The lunatics at the Mage College are conducting a cross-species transfusion experiment to see if a horse can survive full of unicorn blood. They've put out a call for adventurers to help. Do we have to? That sounds like a terrible idea. That sounds like a stupid idea. Okay, let's just go to Drusilla, bibbly bobbly boo. Anyone else? You want some of that. Bartholomew, yeah, let's talk to you. Right, there's 2 quests down here then, so these are going to be the continuations for those map quests. A farmer offered information in exchange for new farming equipment. That's one option. Another is sneaking around the property and finding the clue without their help. No, well, let's help them. Why not? Might as well be nice. The only place I know of that would make the right farming equipment for Harvest Farm is the blacksmiths outside of Taswil Beor, a patron mutters. You could probably buy some off her, but the price has to be right. Yes, let's do that. The other one is just sneaking about. No, we might as well do that. Let's do that one. Why not? It's the nice one. Yep. Okay, and I'm going to get a similar situation here, I imagine. Oh, no. No, I don't get a choice on this one. Ilona the witch told the party her betrothed, Luthgario. That name's been in this before as well, hasn't it? Luthgario's been in it before. Lives only a stone's throw from her. He lives in the city on the other side of Beor. What? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so Ilona the witch told the party her betrothed, Luthgario, lives only a stone's throw from her. Okay, so she lived out in the wilderness. He lives in the city on the other side of Beor. Brilliant. There you go. Great. That makes sense. They're supposed to make sure he's being faithful to her. And something about scolding and no writing back. Okay. I don't know where he lives. Okay, that doesn't seem to make any sense. Right. Yeah. Give you a margarita. You can have some barbecued rat. Yeah. Let's listen to you. How many have I got? 18 left. Okay. Well, Gerg wants some of that. You want a room. Let's give you a room. You want a room. Have a room. Why not? Mindy. Yeah, let's talk to Mindy. Why not? I've not got much in the way of score with her. So let's have an increase in score with Mindy. Where's our new one? Who is the newest one? Sharamph. Is Sharamph in there somewhere? Or have they gone now? I've employed them and they've just gone. Now, there you go. You. Let's have a chat with you. Let's offer you royal... Ah, there you go. Royalers greens are a thing. Can I not buy them then? Okay, yes, that's good. Bye-bye. Okay. Why are they not a thing I can add onto the food menu? Oh, they are now. Oh, I swear they weren't there before. Have I gone mad? They weren't there before, were they? Well, let's take the stale bread off. Let's put Royalers greens on instead. Yeah, is that a good idea? Let's go to the menu. Let's take off stale bread. Let's put on Royalers greens and let's drop that down because I don't really care. And then let's just buy lots of it. There we go. Lots of those. Some delicious greens. Okay, there we go. I think we did quite a lot today. We did quite a lot and we still have not worked our way through the number of quests available. We'll never get there. The abominable snow ape, maybe that's finished. Try keeping the blood on the inside this time. That's the unicorn thing that just came in. Yes, we'll be able to do these map quest things. Because now they're all Stonecrow, the sweeping side. Yeah, so now the map quest has all gone under one, has it? Or the map quests have gone a bit weird because it's counting the quest from each one of the map quest underneath each individual quest. Oh, it's gone a bit weird. Okay, fine, but we can certainly work our way through the map quest next time. I'd love to get it down to say under 10 quests, but then also they keep adding things in as we go. But yeah, these are Christmas ones. So once these Christmas ones are gone, I imagine that'll be quite good. That one will go. Maybe we'll do that. It's only 20 days, that one. We might want to get on that fairly soon. Are any others 20 days or all the others big long quests? Yeah, all the others big long quests except this one where they want to put unicorn blood in a horse, which sounds like a terrible idea. But yeah, so we'll do that one, I think, maybe next time out, just so we don't miss the opportunity. But everything else is still got plenty of time, and there is still plenty to do. So yes, that's it for now. We shall come back next Saturday and do some more of this. If you have enjoyed this, please do leave a like. And if you are not subscribed, please consider doing so to keep up to date with all the stuff that we get up to. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. You can be the last accounting office. City tax offices. Boo. Tax man. Yeah, you look busy. Is it a quiet day at Bedrock Insurance, is it? Is he going to use the stairs? Or is he going to be a lazy beggar? Yeah, you lazy ass. And all the lights are on. And I notice that everyone has left their lights on. I'm paying for this electricity, you gets.